say it. 475 pounds, hardly necessary to say that too, but the biggest athlete in the sports world today and one of the nicest guys I've met. But you know, when we put you in on Friday, January the 7th, with all of those people in the two rings, you're a different man.
Yeah, so you said I'm the best guy in the world, but the time I'm in the ring, I'm different. In the ring is the ring, and with the people is the people. I'm very happy to meet all the people, and I'm very happy to meet all those wrestlers in the two rings, because I like to show everybody. I don't say I'm the best, but I try to be the best.
You know, you seem to get along with everybody, and not always in
Except
the
one
ring,
guy.
except one guy.
It's the Sheik.
Yes.
I don't like this guy. I don't like the way he wrestling. Why he use a fire? He use a fire one time in me, and I don't like that. All the time now, I call all the promoter in the States and Canada and Japan, all the place. I go after him. Anytime and any place the Sheik signed the contract to come against me, I'm very happy because the time he come in the ring against me for one more time, that's the last time for him.
Well, you know, ladies and gentlemen, the Sheik is known for his ability to hurl what seems to be a thunderbolt of fire into his opponent's face. We had a tape of him doing this to Andre the Giant and handing Andre the Giant. The only time you have ever had
I was in the hospital for 3 months.
with your face scarred.
Yeah, yeah.
I can see it alongside of your nose now.
I got all my hairs burning and everything. But next time he come in the ring, wrestling against me, he go in the hospital to take my place.
You told me you were going to break him in half. I think you could and you would.
I don't go that way, but just show him what is the way you feel to go in the hospital after the ring. I just show him what it feel after that.
Well, and I will tell you that Friday, January the 7th, as this particular tape is being made during Andre's appearance here in Houston late in November, we were trying to sign a match between the Sheik and Andre the Giant, and the Sheik, with his usual dexterity, was avoiding it. So by the time you see this, I am not quite certain whether Andre will be getting his chance. One thing is certain: if the Sheik is in that ring, whether it's during a battle royal or whether it's an individual match, Andre is going to be there.
You don't tell me how much money you win this time for the Battle Royale.
Well, you see, this is, as we're speaking now, it's November, and the money's going to grow by the time January rolls around.
Okay, because more money that, more interesting I am.
Could I get you for less if the Sheik is in there?
Oh yeah, if the Sheik is there, I go for nothing.
You heard him say
I
it.
give you back the money.
Thank you very much, Andre.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you. Okay. Andre the Giant, a fine, fine gentleman. We would tell you this. Lewin is the loser, and so is Gary Hart, because Hart is going to find Bruiser Brody ready to take after him, and Hart is claiming the use of the chair was illegal. The chair was in the hands of maniac Mark Lewin, and all that really happened was that Bruiser Brody dove into it, and we've got Bruiser Brody taking Hart into his own hands. Gary Hart, he's got a tuxedo on there that is resplendent in every form, but he only has part of it now as Bruiser Brody, everybody's choice to win this particular match, rips the shirt up in the back and the pants. Now he's got the coat half off and the shirt more than half off, and the ruffles are going in all directions as Brody comes ground to try to cut Gary Hart down to size, and he's going after the rest of the coat. Gary Hart in trouble as Brody comes after him, and Brody goes after his pants. Here is a slam. Brody on top. There it is, the fall, the tuxedo, the match with the with the Mannheimer didn't make it either. He's down. Here goes the pile driver. And he back body dropped him. He put a stop to it. He didn't get the pile driver. The fans here literally go stark crazy as they scream. And up on the rope, Dick Slater comes barreling off there to drive into Bob Sweetan. Listen to this noise, this tremendous, tremendous noise here in the... well, there came Hacksaw Duggan, and this time it's Slater who used the pile driver on Hacksaw Duggan, and here comes Gino Hernandez coming in there too. He's getting hold of Dick Slater, and between them they are wailing away at Dick Slater. The pile driver on Dick Slater, and Slater goes down on top of his head, the pair of them. Here is Tommy Rich. Tommy Rich is in, and it's Rich is after, not only after Gino Hernandez, he is after anybody who is going after Dick Slater. These are fans, but not as many times as here. But Tom, there are a lot of people out there who are going to be rooting for you to beat Nick Bockwinkel here tonight for the AWA title.
Yes, you know, Mr. Bosch, before I talk about Nick Bockwinkel, I'd just like to thank you for bringing me to Houston, Texas, and thank all these great people you got here. And I'd like to say, you know, Dickie Slater's a very good friend of mine, and there's a lot of things going on, this sweet tan and this gorgeous Gino he calls himself.
Well, you came to Dick's rescue tonight for sure.
Yes, sir. Well, that's Dickie would have done the same for me, and anytime, you know, we watch each other's back. Anytime, anywhere, any place we're together, we're like that. We're very good friends. You know, a lot of these guys get in this business like Gino for the money part, you know, like it goes further that with Dickie and myself. And I'd also just like to say that, you know, you're giving me an opportunity. I've held the, you know, NWA world title, and now I've got a chance tonight to hold both titles, and I'd just like to thank you very much.
On behalf of all these people, we want to welcome you and hope you'll be back again as a champion.
Thank you very much. I hope so too.
Tommy Rich, and you can tell that Tommy here is as popular in Houston as he is any place that he wrestles, and he wrestles every place. Speaking of popularity, we can't always say that about the AWA World's Heavyweight Champion, Mr. Nick Bockwinkel.
You know, by the time the people get to hear my voice, is it tomorrow night? By that time, you'll know the results of what took place between Mr. Rich and myself. And there, of course, will be no doubt in my mind that if this interview were taking place live tomorrow night, that it would be still the same way. I would be standing here, holding the position supreme as the world's heavyweight champion, the most superb, consummate athlete in the entire world. And if you'd like to add to that, you may, Mr. Bosch.
Add to that?
It would be hard, wouldn't it?
Well, it would be, even if it was true, it would be hard.
Difficult even for someone as eloquent as yourself. But you got to understand something, you see. Mr. Rich is one of those poor, supreme humanoids, like a lot of 8 to 5 humanoid lifers, the White Sockers, that hold him up in their esteem, and they cheer him on. But he suffers from this thing called the roar of the crowd. Now, if there's 10,000 of you, you could start to cheer for him, and you could march that poor dumb soul right off the end of a cliff. And if 10,000 of you cheered me or booed me, I could care less.
You might jump off the cliff. Thank you very much.
Really.
Mr.
Don't get a whooping.
Good. Now, how about the muscle posing? All right, let me hold that robe for you, and I will hang on. All right, you just go about it, and I'll try to tell the people something about what you're doing. Now, notice the way he bunches up those muscles up on the top of his neck. This one is a favorite pose of all the people who want to show off their body. But you know, one of the things that is often missing here is the back pose. Look at the width of that man's back. The width of his back. Here again with a one-arm pose. But these muscles in the leg here, I think are...
Let me tell you something, Bosch. You invited me out here to do a promo. I didn't come out here to see a burlesque show. To see this man stand here posing with all kinds of muscles and all kinds of garbage, that does not make a wrestler. A wrestler It's what I am. I am not a striptease artist, or I am not a bodybuilder.
I didn't say you weren't. I just was going to take you in the right time. What the...
You know, Harley Race, you let me tell you something. I always have a great deal of respect for you as a champion. But as a man, as an individual, I think you are a wreck.
So there. Now look, let's not stop anything here. Hey! Wait a minute. Well, I'll be doggone. We'll be back here in a moment, ladies and gentlemen.
I can't blame Nick Kozak for the decision that he made, but I consider myself not a normal human being, and especially whenever it's concerning the World's Heavyweight Championship. Now, I don't intend on being the Arnold Palmer of professional wrestling. In other words, I don't intend on being known as what I have done in the past or what I have accomplished in the past, and I was a National Wrestling Alliance World's Heavyweight Champion for over a year's time, and then I lost that championship match to Harley Race. Now that is very important to me, not to be remembered, but to be known as the best in my profession. The only way that I can possibly do that is to regain that World's Heavyweight Championship. Now, I wrestled Harley Race in Houston, and in that match, I was busted open severely, and Nick Kozak made that decision that I talked about earlier to stop the match. And I don't blame him. But what did Harley Race have? Did he actually go ahead and bust me open with his bare fists, or did he have something in his hand? That's what I want to know. Now, I know that the most vulnerable part of the spinning toe hold is whenever you've got that hold on and you've got that man in a submission situation, that the most vulnerable point of you is your face because it's wide open. And he repeatedly hit me above the eye until he split me open. Nick Kozak felt that my career might be endangered. Well, I'll tell you one thing, I feel that I'm a tough enough man and a tough enough competitor that nobody is going to go ahead and stop me. And whenever I can taste victory that fast, know that I am that close to winning the World's Heavyweight Championship, there's nothing that would have kept me from coming back and getting back up again and again. I had Harley Race, I could taste it. I knew that I had the World's Championship back around my waist, but the referee called it and he stopped it. I went to the president of the National Wrestling Alliance, Eddie Graham. Eddie Graham said that he's known me for a long time, and I got down pretty near on my knees and I begged him for a return match. And thanks to Paul Bosch putting his views on this to the president of the National Wrestling Alliance, Eddie Graham, that now I am going to have a return match, and there's one clause, one stipulation that I think is so great that it can't be stopped for any reason. I know that this is a dangerous type of match, but it's not too dangerous for me whenever you consider the stakes.
Sausage. It's my favorite. It's easy to prepare, and you can make it so many ways as a meal or as a snack, and it's so delicious. And I keep Blue Ribbon's free recipe book close by. It's got more than 20 ways to prepare Blue Ribbon smoked sausage. Next grocery shopping day, get Blue Ribbon sausage to help you make it. It's delicious.